بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. The next favor that the Prophet ﷺ has been bestowed with to highlight his esteem in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is actually an extension of the hadith that we looked at yesterday, the hadith al-shafa'ah, in which the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in a very lengthy hadith recorded by both Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, Imam Muslim rahimahullah in their sahihs, in which the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he mentions that the people will become very anxious with the situation on the Day of Judgment, and they will want for someone to intercede on their behalf in front of Allah to begin the Day of Reckoning. And it comes in the hadith that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will inspire the people to initially go to Adam ala nabiyina alayhi salatu wassalam. And so the people, all of humanity, will make their way to Adam alayhi salatu wassalam, and they will say to Adam alayhi salatu wassalam that you are the first of Allah's creation, you are the father of all of mankind, Allah has shaped you with his hands, etc., etc. We need you to go in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask him, intercede on our behalf and begin the Day of Judgment. So Adam alayhi salatu wassalam will respond. The hadith in various narrations says, Nafsi, Nafsi. And what Adam alayhi salatu wassalam is referring to is Adam alayhi salatu wassalam, when he was instructed by Allah to stay away from a particular tree, the reason why he was then sent down onto this earth, and Adam alayhi salatu wassalam extended his hands towards that tree, etc. So Adam alayhi salatu wassalam said, not me, go to Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam. So the people will then make their way to Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam. And when they reach Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam, they will again plead with Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam with all the virtues that he possesses. And Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam will also respond that Nafsi, Nafsi. I asked for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without knowledge in relation to his son, etc. So he said, I can't do this, I'm worried about myself. Go to Sayyidina Ibrahim ala nabiyina alayhi salatu wassalam. They'll make their way to Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam, and they will plead with Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam that intercede on our behalf in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam will say, Nafsi, Nafsi, I remember the three statements that I made that weren't very true, not a lie, but I used some tactic to evade the situation that I was in. And because of that, I'm worried that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala holds me accountable to that. So not me, go to Sayyidina Musa ala nabiyina alayhi salatu wassalam. They'll make their way to Musa alayhi salatu wassalam, and they will plead with Musa alayhi salatu wassalam that you are Kalimullah, etc. You frequently spoke to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Go in front of Allah and intercede on our behalf that he begins this day. So Musa alayhi salatu wassalam remembers, فَوَكَزَهُ مُوسَى فَقَضَى عَلَيْهِ, that I punched that individual and I killed him. So what if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes me to task? I can't go. Nafsi, Nafsi. Go to Isa alayhi salatu wassalam. And they make their way to Isa alayhi salatu wassalam. Isa alayhi salatu wassalam, when he's employed by the people and they ask him to intercede on behalf of them, he responds that go to the one who this task is for. Go to the individual who is for this task, meaning Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and make your way to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and ask him to intercede in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when they make their way in front of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he will respond, Ana lihada, that this is for me, this task is mine. So Sheikh Izzuddin ibn Abd salam, he says, the favor that I've deduced from this is that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the only prophet of Allah whom Allah has told that I will not take you into account for anything that you've done or you may have done. The aqeedah of the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah is that all the Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam are protected from sin, and anything that they may or have done or may do, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already forgiven. But Shaykh Izzuddin ibn Abd salam says, no one has been informed of that except for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All the other prophets aren't aware. That's why on the Day of Judgment they will think, is Allah going to hold me accountable? Allah has not specifically told them. Even though we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already overlooked that. They're ma'soom. But they have not been explicitly told by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you won't be held accountable for it. Whilst Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in a hadith he tells us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already overlooked anything that I have done or that I may have done. And Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, she then responds that in that lengthy hadith of tahajjud, where the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha looks at the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's feet in the morning and sees that due to excessive standing, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's feet are swollen. They're literally swollen. And she says to the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that has Allah not promised you that He has forgiven anything that you may have done or that you may do? So even the others knew about, because the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told them that this favor Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made explicit to the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So he alayhi salatu wasalam responded to Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha that أَفَلَا أَكُونُ أَبْدًا شَكُورًا, that if Allah has given me this favor, should I not be a grateful servant of His to then stand in front of Him? And so Sheikh Izzuddin ibn Abdul Salam, he says that from the favors that the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has been bestowed with is this, that no other prophet has been informed that Allah has forgiven their previous mistakes or the mistakes that they make. Only Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And that will manifest on the Day of Judgment when the people go to the Anbiya, and the Anbiya will be worried about something that they may have done that may have angered Allah. And they will say, in another hadith is mentioned, that when the people come to these prophets, they will say, Allah is angry. He has never been this angry, nor will He ever be this angry again. And because of the jalal, the actual awe they sense from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that anger that they sense from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they each repeat something that they're worried about that Allah holds them to task for. But the only individual whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has informed that you don't have to worry about anything is Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant me the understanding. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant all of you the understanding. Wa akhiru da'wan alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Jazakumullah khair.